everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Jaguars are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Seahawks, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. With Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the gun, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw, it's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Procise on the carry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
On second down, here's Wilson. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
On second down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Throwing now is Bortles. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Out to his... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Bortles now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start out with a run from Procise. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right back to Procise. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Bortles now on first down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down following the run. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they're printing up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st down, Procise gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And tough starting field position here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go. And he jumped a little bit too early.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. 2nd down following the run.
Bortles going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Bortles now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Hearns brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now. With
a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And out now come the Seahawks. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Leonard Fournette. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wilson wants to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.